So here's a Yamaha impeller housing of a XL 1200 Wave Runner. As you can see, stainless steel liner inside of an aluminum housing. If you notice, the stainless steel liner is very thin. What happens, the corrosion grows between the aluminum and the stainless steel, and it actually distorts the stainless steel wear ring. You look at this area here, you can see, and this is after it's been ground and sanded a little bit, that spot is still high, and what it's doing when you assemble it, it's hitting the impeller and it lets it bind up. So I've went ahead and reassembled the impeller and impeller housing here, and you can see the clearance on this impeller is very small. 30 thousandths is what's recommended. Any more than that, you start to get a lot of cavitation, and your pump really loses efficiency. But even after we've ground and kind of reshaped this housing, you see that this impeller gets to a certain point here and it sticks. It's stuck right now, and you know, we could go ahead and grind that out a little more, get the clearance we need in there, and put this thing back together. But what's going to happen is, as soon as it gets in the water again, that corrosion that's growing in there between that stainless steel liner and the aluminum housing is going to go ahead and start pushing out on that liner again, and in a matter of a month we'll have the same problem. This started out when the gentleman went to start the ski, it clunked pretty loud a couple times, and after a few failed attempts at starting it, tore up the starter, burned up the starter relay. Needless to say, this thing actually gets pretty tight in here, so it's amazing it didn't rip some gears apart in that starter drive. So we're going to go ahead and replace it with an aftermarket unit that has a plastic inner sleeve. If it fails again, real easy fix, just pull it off, change the sleeve, $35, and away you go. Yamaha sells this part for about $340, and it's prone to the same failure, so go ahead and get the aftermarket one and save yourself a whole bunch of hassle down the road. So here we go with the new housing. This is a WSM part. This is improved. Go ahead and put that in there. Get her lined up. The way it's supposed to be. As you can see before, we still got the same clearance on the new part, but now that we have clearance all the way through, it turns the way it's supposed to, and no bind, and everything's good. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on the machine and come up with a happy owner.